All right, what's poppin', y'all? It's officially week 1 of the college football season. We about to make these picks. We about to tell y'all what's about to go down. We about to show y'all the realness of what's going down this season. You ready for the season, man?
I'm ready. We had a solid showing in week 0, so we'll be back.
2-1 in week 0. It's 3 games. You know, we got 2 of them right. We off to a good start. Each of us went 2-1. So
if he didn't hype me up so much with Hawaii, I would have maybe taken the spread. But he gave me.
I mean, the only one that let us down.
It was too good.
The only one that really let me down was Navy. Navy really let me down. They got blown out the water. I don't know what happened. They wasn't fighting for their country hard enough. It ain't looking good. I guess that was an omen to the submarine mishap, so I should have seen it coming. But anyways, we on to week 1. We got 4 games this Thursday. We got 4 games this Thursday. Few games Friday, but we're just going to focus on that. First games of the season. We would have 5 games, but we are not getting Mizzou in just because they don't have lines in the book. I don't know why. Might be a rig set up, but maybe it's a blessing in disguise. But we'll see. Anyways, first game. Utah ranked number 14 is playing Florida. Florida is plus 4.5 at Utah. What do you think about this game?
I am gonna take Florida. I think that is a sucker line. If Utah's ranked, they're at home. I think they have a rookie walk-on starting quarterback.
Well, he's not a rookie. He's 3rd year in the program, but he was a walk-on. He has a scholarship now.
Former walk-on. I don't even like Graham Mertz, but I'm gonna take Florida plus the points that I think they pulled out. That line is too sus. So.
See. Utah got a real experienced head coach. He's been there for a long time. This is actually his 355th overall game, and then his 229th as the head coach of Utah. Utah's been pretty good the last few years. They made one of the BCS playoffs a few years ago. I just see them covering this easy. Florida's, they're traveling far to Utah. They're out of their element. They only usually in the SEC travel in the South. They're all going all the way out there to the mountain time.
Into the elevations.
And the elevation's a big thing. Utah's hype, ready to go. They got a big opponent. They don't usually be playing these big of opponents all the time out of non-conference schedule. So I'm taking Utah minus 4.5. You heard it here first. Next game is Kent State at Central Florida. The line is Central Florida minus 35.5 points. God damn.
That is big.
That's crazy. So the Florida Central Knights entered their first season in the Big 12. It's their first time. They've been in one of the elite squads in the AAC for several years, and they're in a deep conference now. And then Kent State was one of the worst defensive squads in the FBS last year, hence the big spread. They led up an average of 160 rushing yards a game.
Terrible.
Whew. And yeah, they didn't make a bowl game last year either. Put that on top. So with all hearing that, what do you think?
I am gonna take Central Florida minus the points. Kent State, I love Maction on Tuesday nights. We'll probably do some Tuesday night Maction talk here eventually when that comes around. But I'm going to take Central Florida in the points. I believe Kent State's head coach left to go to Colorado and be the offensive coordinator there. So they have a brand new head coach in the MAC going up against a high-powered scoring Central Florida team. Give me the points. I know it's sus. 36.5 is massive. But give me Central Florida. I got to take them.
I'm going to have to go with you on that. I'm
I'm
going to have to take Central Florida the points just because, look, after watching that Navy game, I forgot how college football worked a little bit. It's been a while, and so they just be throwing the ball, like touchdown after touchdown. You get 3 touchdowns in 1 quarter. It's already 21-zip. Like, against a sorry school like Kent State, no offense to whoever goes there. This line is sus, but I think it's sus for a reason, I think they could probably win by 40. Easy. I mean, they'd probably be a 30 game at half, so we'll see. But I'll take it too. Third game, NC State at UConn. UConn is plus 14.5. Now, NC State's record in 2022 was 8-5. UConn's was 6-7, both about middle of the pack. A new quarterback is there for NC State, Brandon Armstrong.
They lost Devin Leary from last year.
Yeah. He lost him. And, I think there's, this game's kind of a toss-up. UConn's definitely not been a traditionally good school of football. I mean, I've actually been to a game there once, and the stadium is not nothing, to run home about. NC State's in the ACC. They're about average, a little over average every single year. 14.5. I'll take NC State. I'll take NC State minus 14.5 just because, they're the power team in this instance. I mean, they're traveling, which does, add a little thing, but I just think UConn ain't. I just think they're not really about it.
This is my lock of the century. Put your mortgage on it. Put whatever bills you have on this game. NC State minus 14.5. UConn, you are a basketball school. Congrats on the national championship. It was a terrible game to watch at the end, but you guys won. But I'm taking NC State over UConn, over the basketball school. Put however much money you have in the bank on this game, minus 14.5, and you will double your earnings.
Put the house on it.
The house. This is the lock of the week.
Okay, something about NC State down there that we don't know, Coach, but y'all know now. Y'all know what is up. Now, the last game, Nebraska at Minnesota. Rivalry game for the first game of the season.
Big
Minnesota.
Ten action.
That's right. Big Minnesota, not -7. The Golden Gophers. Now, they held opponents to 13.3 points per game last year. Their defense was outstanding.
Great.
With most of the starters coming back. They helped, Cornhuskers offense ain't nothing crazy special. And the Minnesota averaged 28.2 points per game last season. Now, they were 9-4 last year, and they won their bowl game. Their offense was about, top fourth of all college football offenses and whatnot. And the Cornhuskers were 4-8 last year.
Always.
They obviously didn't make a bowl game.
Always.
And their offense, they was like 102nd in college football last year. So, what you think about this game?
They got a new coach, Matt Rule. He's coming in, Nebraska.
Former Panthers head coach who got fired recently.
Did not do a good job there. Did a good job in college at Temple. Moved on to Baylor. Did a great job there. Couldn't handle the pros. He's back in college. A historical franchise college, Nebraska. I'm not buying it. I think it's too early. Matt Rule may have a good run there. May fit there good. Seems like a good college coach from his past. But too early in the reign right now. I'm going to take Minnesota -7. And I will also say, we don't have it on the board. I don't know what the points are. But take the under. It's going to be a lock. Brand new offense at Nebraska. Minnesota, great defense, not the best offense. Take under on the points, and I'm going to go with Minnesota, -7.
I was just in Nebraska for the first time a couple of weeks ago, and let's just say I ain't really, no offense to nobody in Nebraska, but I don't plan on coming back no time soon. And I don't plan on y'all coming back on Minnesota with this spread now. Look, y'all just might want to just look forward to next season. Wait till y'all get a new quarterback, because it just ain't looking good to start the year off, man. Minnesota going to come with that, that hammer, and, they going to do work on y'all. Just because, y'all playing at Minnesota. Minnesota's going to be solid as they usually are, It just ain't looking good for y'all, man. It just ain't looking good. I mean, Nebraska's nice. Y'all got, some farms and whatnot, but I'm taking the -7 Minnesota. You can lock that and put it on the house, because I don't know how this spread is so close. Now, that might be a little sus. That's a little sus. This spread is only -7. I figured it'd be like 13. But hey, it's first game of the season. New players and all that. But we gonna see. But anyways, that's the locks of the week, y'all. That's the locks for this Thursday. And we'll come back and get the Fridays, and hopefully get to the Saturdays. We'll see if we can get all that. But appreciate y'all. Lock it in, and let's go keep staying above 500, baby. Just gonna keep staying above.
What's popping, y'all?